Hello, my name is Roger Clare, and I'm currently serving as Village of Bolingbrook's mayor and have for some years. I'm here today along with Ken and Lucas to discuss the coronavirus situation and COVID-19. Personally, I've been tracking this for several months as it travels throughout the world, and of course now it is in Illinois, specifically in Will County. The president has declared this a national emergency. The governor has declared this a national state emergency. I'm not considering Bolingbrook for a national emergency because I believe that's been covered by theirs. But I would like to let you know what we've been doing, and it's a lot. We leave with the best information we can get. We have strong partnerships with, of course, the state and the Will County Departments of Public Health. We're also getting guidelines from the Center for Disease Control out of Washington, and there's been several conference calls, including the president as well as the governor. We're working closely with the school districts. They have specific plans in place. School has been canceled for 2 weeks, although I fully expect that to be extended. Lunches are being provided along with breakfasts for those who need it, and that's posted on their website. The Park District has shut down most activities, as well as the library, the township, and Joliet Junior College has canceled all their activities. We're also working closely with the Chief Judge of Will County regarding the court system. And we'll go into more detail in a minute on that. And of course, we're working closely with the Meta Hospital here in Bolingbrook and Edward Hospital in Naperville. The governor has announced guidelines to have activities no more than 50 for the next period of time, yet to be determined. The president has asked that to be 10, and I expect the governor to probably amend his down to 10 in the next several days. Restaurants and bars have all been closed as of last night. We're following the guidelines as best we can, and we're in the process of trying to put together a list of those restaurants in Bolingbrook that are either providing curbside service, drive-through service, or even delivery. And hopefully have that list put on our webpage. We're giving it a couple of days to determine who's actually going to continue that and who may not find it feasible to do so. I'm told that Macy's is going to be closing periodically. Stores have amended their hours. Men's Warehouse has announced they're closing. Party City is going to be closing. And I think we can expect to see other retailers close during this next several weeks. These are very much uncharted waters, something that none of us have been through before. And it's going to be difficult, but we can get this accomplished. I just was told a moment ago that the federal government has extended the tax deadline from April 15th to July 15th. And I suspect the state of Illinois will extend theirs to pattern that deadline period. Secretary of State's office is closed, all their facilities, and have made an announcement that if your license is due or your plate's expired, they're extending that deadline by 30 days also. And again, that may well be amended. I asked Ken Teppel, our Director of Public Safety, and just a bit about Ken. He's a 32-year employee of Bolingbrook. He grew up in Bolingbrook, and he, again, is a Director of Public Safety over police and fire. And this is his, I've asked him to personally head up and coordinate all of our activities for the village, given his position, experience, and that he's done a great job to date. I funnel, along with other people, funnel all the information I get from any governmental agency, be it DuPage Mayors and Managers, Will County Governmental League, the state, federal government. I funnel into him, and he's also sharing what he's getting directly from me, with me. So Ken Teppel.
Thank you, Mayor. Ken Teppel, Public Safety Director for the Village of Bolingbrook. And just to let everyone know that police and fire are still providing the high level of service our residents expect. Our responses have been modified. We're trying to minimize our contact not only with the public for our protection and yours. Every first responder has been issued personal protective equipment to, again, protect us and the public. All village services have been consolidated in the police department lobby. We are open. Public services, building, finance, we are all open. We're here for you. Code enforcement, the police department, but we're all located in the police department lobby. Those are the doors above the tunnel if you're looking at Town Center at 375 West Briarcliff. The Bolingbrook Branch Court of the Will County Circuit Court has been closed until April 30th, 2020. So if you have a court date and you're supposed to come to Bolingbrook for it, Get on the website for Will County and get their recommendation on what you should be doing. Now, DuPage County has also modified their court dates and services, so if you have a DuPage County court date, some of our folks are on the north side of town, get on the website for DuPage County Court and take a look and see what they've done. Our emergency medical services coordinator is in constant contact with Bolingbrook, Amita, and Edward hospitals on a daily basis. We talk to the Will County and the Illinois Departments of Public Health, and we talk to the National Center for Disease Control. We are constantly on phone conferences, web conferences, and we are following their recommendations for combating this pandemic. A lot of times we get asked, who should we call or where can we get information about COVID-19? We'll be putting this up on our website, but here's a flyer put out by the Illinois Department of Public Health, and they have a number people can call. It's 1-800-889-3931, 1-800-889-3931, and you can ask questions, or you can email them at dph.sick, so Department of Public Health, dph.sick@illinois.gov. Send them an email and they'll answer your questions about COVID-19. We'll put this up there about symptoms and signs that you should keep an eye out for. But please, if you have a personal doctor, a general physician that you see on a routine basis for physicals or blood work or any other ailment you might have and you're not feeling well, contact them, go through them. They will triage you and let you know if you have signs and symptoms that need a higher level of care, and they will refer you. So we don't want to inundate and overwhelm our healthcare systems. We want to keep the hospitals and the ER rooms specifically for those folks who really need it. And now I will turn it over to Lucas Rickelman, the Director of Public Services.
Thank you. I am Lucas Rickelman. I am the Director of Public Services, and we've been working to support the public safety aspect of this. We will continue to plan, adjust, and execute to meet the needs of the residents of Bolingbrook and serve them. To mention a little bit about water, Illinois American has released a press release. Drinking water is safe, both according to the Environmental Protection Agency and the World Health Organization. The treatment process that the water goes through and the monitoring it goes through throughout the entire system, it allows you to drink your water and use that as home. Other utilities have also begun not doing disconnects, including Illinois American Water. Illinois American Water will be working to restore those accounts that were disconnected before March 12th. To put it simply, the two best things that we can do is what everybody's been trying to be into us, which is wash your hands, and if you're home sick, stay home. Up on the website, by the end of the day, we will have all the utility contact information. If you have an issue with any of your utilities, please contact them directly.
Thank you. Just to comment, Lucas has been an employee of the Village of Bolingbrook for 22 years. Also grew up in Bolingbrook, so their love for Bolingbrook and their duties and their positions is without question. They are here to help in any way that they can. There's a lot of questions being asked out there, and I'd just like to encourage people, if you got a question, don't hesitate to email me at bbmayer@aol.com, or certainly call me at 226-8412, or on my cell, 212-2200. You know, this is clearly a time we should pull together. I've been pleased so far, for the most part, what's being suggested to be done across the country has not been politicized by people criticizing one another. It's uncharted waters for everybody, from the president down to the mayor, down to whatever. We're all going through this day to day. It's changing literally hourly. There's a assistance package that was approved in Washington, or is in the process of being approved, for $50 billion. And there's also another one, I'm told now, it's been introduced for $850 billion, nearly $1 trillion. So these kinds of assistance programs are coming. We don't know the details yet, and we may not know them tomorrow or the next day or even perhaps next week. But we'll be tracking those. I'm sure it's going to be mentioned a lot on television and the media. In fact, I feel comfortable that a lot of people are comfortable with the direction they're getting from the state and federal government. because we've had very few questions here as to what's going on. They've done a great job. You can't pick up a newspaper or watch television without hearing an update. The water that Lucas mentioned, there's been a run on water. I've seen pictures of people carrying shopping carts full of 8, 10 cases of water out. That's certainly a prerogative, but I would ask that you take what you absolutely need. The drinking water is perfectly safe, and a bottle of water that you pay $1 for, or $2 or $3 at some venue, you get for less than a penny out of your faucet at home. The tap water, Lake Michigan water, most of Chicagoland is drinking Lake Michigan water. Testing facilities are being planned. We don't have details just yet, but I have a conference call at 4 o'clock with some agencies to talk about that very thing in the Bolingbrook area. But those testing facilities will probably require you must show symptoms before you can get a test. We don't know the details, but we will give them to you as we get them. Mistakes have been made and will be made. There's no question. There's a lot of information flowing up and down the governmental chain. There will be some confusion, and there will be more confusion. I only ask that you please cooperate. I only ask to tell you that no community is immune from this. Up until yesterday, Will County didn't have a case. Now we have several. There's no need to hoard items at the grocery store. Please buy what you need. We need to make sure what we have is very available, and I'm told the food supplies are readily available throughout the state, but we still need to conserve best we can. Check on your friends, check on your family, check on senior citizens who may be alone to see if they're well and good. The main number here in Village Hall is 630-226-8400. Feel free to call that with any questions about this, what we said today, or anything that may be happening in the future. One I heard this week, somebody closed by saying, stay calm, stay at home, and stay safe. We will get through this. Thank you.